I'm an oceanographer and we're going to do some rock pool exploring. What's your favourite thing to find at the beach, Matt?
I like the little pipefish.
Oh,
I
they're
think
so
they're
cool.
Because they're so small and you can see, because they're the same, are they part of the same family as sea?
Yeah.
They've got the little snout and the tiny little beady eyes.
A couple
Probably those.
of years ago, I found a male pipefish and he had eggs. He
Yes,
had the 2 rows of eggs. It was so cool.
I've seen that once, and it was at, I can't remember what it's called. It's basically the beach that's just out from the bathing pools. I don't know what the name of that bay is.
I don't know what that's called either.
But I've seen that.
By the bathing pools. I saw it up by the Roos. It is cold. Right, I'm going to do it just over here. So I'm going to do it nice and sheltered. Oh look, you can see that it was in distress. So they release this ink when they're in distress, or when there's predators. So just like octopus do, and then it will obscure where they are.
Show us the ink in the sun.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, you can see the purple. That really
You
is
can
purple.
see, and look, you see the poor little thing. But it was stranded up by the high tide line, so it obviously been brought up there by the seawater.
Really far up.
And it would
looks
have.
kind of like gelatinous.
It is gelatinous. Look, see? See, look, it's really stringy.
Yeah, because I've seen it in the water before, but I've never seen it out.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that we picked it up and brought it back because I think it would have died.
Yeah,
But look,
I think so.
you can actually see the purple ink all round by the seaweed.
It kind of clings to it.
Yeah.
It's really clever.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I'm really glad we brought the poor little thing down now.
Oh yeah, he's very
Wunderbar.
Right guys, where's
So-
next? What are you doing?
Right.
Well, Liz is maybe going to go in the sea. Unless, I don't know, it depends how cold you find it. I'm not.
Okay, well, my boots have warmed up now.
Well, I'd like to find the spider crab pearl.
Ooh.
I feel like that's quite ambitious.
So,
What about octopus?
That's like highest on my list, but it's impossible to say.
so kelp is what's known as a habitat forming species. So just by its very existence, it creates a habitat that is used by other marine life. Think of it like an underwater tropical rainforest. And kelp, and actually it can lock up more carbon dioxide than an actual terrestrial or land-based rainforest. Some species of kelp can grow more than a metre a day, but you get all sorts of creatures in there. Later in the year, in the summer, you will find it covered in spider crabs, and just snorkeling over the top of them in sort of July or so, and you will see all of these spider crabs. You'll also get so many different fish, from flatfish like topknot and plaice to smaller fish like, I want to say mackerel and bream, but I could be lying about them. But so many species use it. Octopus, you will even get seals. So there is a seal that likes to hang out around the north end of Herm and play hide and seek with divers in the kelp. I've got some amazing footage of this seal kind of going whoop. Kelp's so important, not just for the animals that live above the surface, but also for the ones that live in the sand. So just like the soil on land is often neglected and ignored, but contains so much life, the sand beneath our feet is full of things like worms and burrowing creatures. You even got things like crabs. There's a lovely crab called a mast crab, Crestes cassivelanus, which is about this big, and it has 2 really long antennae that it uses as a snorkel to get oxygenated seawater down to the crab. But I'd expect to see them more around seagrass, although I have seen them at Portlet before. I just love everything about this.
There's more of these slimy green balls, but I can't remember what they are.
Slimy green balls.
Yeah, look, there's a collection of about 5.
Oh, so these are really cool. Yeah,
Like this one's
just
a lot more vivid than the other one.
yeah. So you get them in different colours. They are egg cocoons. So there are segmented worms called ragworms that live in the sand, and they make these egg cocoons. So there's lots of different species of ragworm. And lots of different egg sacs. But this is a really good sign, because you want to have these burrowing creatures that break up the sand and oxygenate it and make the environment happy and healthy by mixing everything up. So these are a good sign. We just leave them alone. What's really cool is they look like little blobs of jelly, but they're attached to something. So you can't just pick it up. You can actually see there will be like a little attachment just there that is anchoring it to something in the ground.
Oh, wow. I actually never really see those. So
No,
that's quite
this is the time of year to see them. This is the time of year where everything is full of life. It's also one of the best times of year to go rock pooling because
definitely all the eggs everywhere. I see
yeah,
a lot of crab eggs on the rocks.
yeah. Also, we want to have a look out and see if we can see anything that looks like silly string. Oh, look, there's another sea hare just there. You can see this one's attached itself to that. Oh no, it's not. Well, it is. It is. It's attached to this bit of seaweed, but this seaweed is loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this among that seaweed, which is actually attached to the rock, so that it'll anchor the sea hare. But this time of year is a really good time of year to go rock pooling because seaweed is just like land plants. It grows more in the spring, and then in the summer it's gone absolutely bananas. So right now we can actually see things. If we come rock pooling in August, there's going to be so much more seaweed, and it's actually going to be more difficult to see things.
So tell us what we're going to be doing today.
So what we're going to be doing today is going to be brisk because we are going to put on wetsuits and we are going to snorkel out to the kelp and see what we can find in the kelp. And it is a balmy 10 degrees centigrade. Oh. So I might be snorkeling for...
I was just thinking, Pierre, I can film you guys getting in because I thought that'd be
Sweet,
quite funny.
And Matt, is it
And
a
I'd
bit too
enjoy
cold
that.
for you today then?
No comment.
Pierre here. At this point, me and Liz got in the water to film kelp. More in the next video.